A dog blocked a plane that was about to take off. The captain had no choice but to abort the launch. Seeing the plane stop, the dog began calling out for its owner, as if trying to remind him that it hadn't boarded yet, but the owner remained indifferent. It was clear he had deliberately abandoned the dog. As the plane prepared to take off again, the dog chased after it desperately, but this time, it couldn't keep up. All it could do was watch helplessly, as its owner flew away, but the dog refused to believe it had been abandoned. From that day on, it stayed at the airport, waiting. Every time a plane landed, it would run to the exit, scanning the crowd for its owner. Passengers avoided it, and soon the airport security came. They grabbed the dog roughly, but a boy saw everything. He was deeply moved by the dog's plight, and secretly set it free. Since then, the dog lived in the airport. Whenever it heard the sound of a plane landing, it would run to the gate to wait again, and the boy quietly kept it company. One day, the dog spotted a figure that looked just like its owner. Excited, it rushed over, but was stopped by security. With no other option, the dog dashed madly through the airport. In the crowd, it finally caught up with that familiar figure, licking the person's palm with joy, only to realize it had made a mistake. At that moment, security arrived. In a moment of crisis, the boy came running and blocked their way, giving the dog a chance to escape. The dog returned to the tarmac once more, waiting for its owner, but again, the owner never came. The boy's father, touched by the dog's loyalty, contacted a journalist friend. The story made the news, and caught the attention of the airline CEO. Sensing a golden PR opportunity, the CEO brought in a swarm of reporters to broadcast the dog's story. Though his motives were self-serving, the story spread far and wide. People from all over came to see the loyal dog, and take pictures with it, but the owner still never came. Then, on another ordinary day of waiting, a Dalmatian greeted the dog. The dog figured the Dalmatian probably couldn't board either, but the next second, it was placed in a crate and taken onto the plane. That's when the dog finally understood. Its owner had abandoned it on purpose. After that, the dog seemed to lose its soul. It stopped waiting for planes. It even refused to eat. Even the vet couldn't figure out why. One night, heavy rain poured down. The dog had given up all hope, but the boy appeared. He took off his sweater and draped it over the dog. The two of them spent the night together. The next morning, when the boy woke up, the dog was finally moved. It became part of the boy's family, but that rare happiness didn't last long. The boy's father got a phone call. The dog's original owner had come forward. At the airport, in front of all the reporters, the owner finally came to claim the dog. The boy reluctantly handed over the leash, his eyes filled with sorrow. Seeing his son like that, the father felt uneasy, so he found the man in private and offered to buy the dog. But to his surprise, the man didn't want the dog either. He had only come because of public pressure. It turned out, his display of affection for the dog had all been an act. And so, under the cameras, the man tried to board the plane with the dog. But this time, the dog refused. It broke free and ran back to the boy. It had found no love in its owner's eyes, but it had felt warmth from the boy.